Hello, everyone. My name is Lanin, and I will be presenting my final project on the faith healers and witchcraft of Sikihor. Starting with its geography, Sikihor is an island located south of Cebu, and it's part of, or considered to be part of the Central Visayas region. Um, Starting with its history, it was discovered in 1595 during the Legazpi expedition that was led by two conquistadors, Esteban Rodriguez as well as Juan Aguirre. During the expedition, the two conquistadors noticed a faint glow and eerie vibe coming from a distance. So when they approached that glowing area, they noticed it was an island covered with molave trees and swarms of fireflies, which illuminated the area. And because of that sight, they nicknamed the island Isla del Fuego, or the Island of Fire. And then later on, the island was officially named as Siquijor. Although already having the nickname Isla del Fuego, the island became more famous for its other nicknames, which is the Island of Witches or the Magical Island. This is because, according to urban legends, during the expedition, the Spanish used Siquijor as a stopping area because it was a part of the main route for trade. And then so one day, a few crew members became sick while sailing overseas. And because of the severity of their sickness, they decided to resort to seeking help from the indigenous people of Siquijor. The Siquijor natives decided to help the conquistadors by performing their traditional healing rituals and administering their magical potions. And then so afterwards, the Spanish voyagers saw their comrades become cured from their illness. And then so um, the Spanish conquistadors took that magical phenomenon and stigmatized the indigenous people as evil witches or sorcerers of black magic. Thus, Siquijor became notoriously known as the island of faith healing and or witchcraft. So the indigenous people of Siquijor are called the Siquijodnon. Their origins on the island is very hard to trace back. However, the Siquijodnon had a very shamanistic type of culture, which led to them being known for their cultural healing rituals and traditions. So prior to Spanish colonization, the Siquijodnon lived off of their land and took advantage of the medicinal herbs that naturally grew on the island. And then after colonization and the introduction of Catholicism, many Sikhhood nuns converted and became Catholics. However, because of the local community and how deeply rooted and connected they are to their cultural traditions, the Sikhhood nun began combining the two types of religions together, keeping aspects from both ideologies. And then as of today, more than 90% of the Sikhor population are Catholics, but they still practice and maintain their indigenous traditions. The Sikhhood nun had many different traditional rituals for faith healing. Because of their animistic culture, they believe that some illnesses or sicknesses were caused by evil spirits or curses. Um, and because of so, they had different healing rituals depending on the illness or evil spirit that's involved. And so one of the most common rituals or healing rituals is called the bolo bolo. The bolo bolo is a healing ritual performed by an experienced mangkukulam or albulario, which is a witch doctor or faith healer, um, who then examines the patient to see if the illness was caused by an evil spirit. If it was, the albulario would get a glass cup, clean water, a magical black stone, and a bamboo straw. They would begin by putting the stone in a glass cup and filling it with the clean water. They started reciting incantations or prayers while blowing bubbles in the water, um, making sure to move across the affected area. If the evil spirit or supernatural element was present, the water would begin to get cloudy or dirty. It's believed that the dirt in the water represents the evil spirit being removed from the body, and the ritual is repeated until the water runs clear and the spirit has been removed. In rare occasions, people who get this ritual performed on them have weird things that appear in the water magically. I'll mention that in a second. But after the ritual, the Mangkukulam or Albulario would administer a potion or herbal medicine for the area. A famous native Sikihodnon woman by the name of Nang Ching is believed to be one of the very few active healers today. Many people from all around the world travel to Sigihor just to be one of her patients. And so she has had numerous rare occasions of performing the ritual. And one time a small fish appeared in the water, maggots appeared in the water, and then one time a centipede appeared in the water. All of which the people who were there experiencing the ritual couldn't explain how those animals got there or how they appeared in the water. So it kind of just adds on to the magic and mystery of their faith healing traditions. And then here is a quick video of the Bolo Bolo ritual.
Hinipan ito ni Mang Guillermo gamit ang straw at pinabula. Pinaikot-ikot niya ito sa sumasakit na bahagi ng katawan habang isinasagawa ang ritual. Ilang sandali lang, katakatakang may lumabas na mga bato at dumi sa basong hawak ng mananambal. Ito raw ang dumi mula mismo sa katawan na siyang nagdudulot ng sakit. Para bang hinihigop daw kasi ni Mang Guillermo ang mga karamdaman. Ang tawag daw sa ganitong paraan ng panggagamot, bolo-bolo.
So that's the Bolo Bolo. Feel free to watch some more of the video in case you are interested on seeing the whole thing, but that's just a basic display of what the Bolo Bolo is. Moving on, another thing that Sigihor is known for are their potions and healing festivals. So gathering ingredients and potion making is also a cultural practice for the Sigihodnon, especially during the healing festivals, which is a week-long celebration where locals would publicly showcase their healing practices, herbal medicines, and potions, and other traditional rituals. In preparation for the healing festival, which takes place during the Holy Week, so from Palm Sunday to Easter Sunday, the healers would group together to gather ingredients for herbal medicines or potions. Healers would cite a prayer before entering or dealing with any of the ingredients that are going to be used. And so they collect ingredients such as tree barks, herbs, roots, insects, and coconut oil. And coconut oil is actually the most essential ingredient for most potions and herbal medicines. It is so essential that they have special healing rituals and precautions that must be made during the gathering of coconut oil. So they begin by harvesting coconuts from the east side of the island. And then the trees that they harvest from must produce one coconut, like a singular coconut. And that singular coconut must be touching or facing the east. Oh, when the sun is in the east. I'm not too sure if that's currently how they still do it, but that was their traditional way of collecting coconut oil. And then so one of the most demanded as well as the most dangerous potions that people look for is the Guyama or the love potion. The love potion, however, is not always used to get someone to fall in love, but it's used for attraction mainly. So it could be for attracting people, attracting good luck, or attracting good spirits. And so the Guyama is known to be the most dangerous because the potion often gets taken advantage of. And so in order for the potion to work, the user or the victim of the potion has to have good intentions. If it's used for selfish reasons or ill intentions, the potion could cause anger, hatred, harm, illness, or even sometimes death, or attracts evil spirits. And then here are a few pictures of what you might see at the healing festivals. So right there, over here, you have the healing potions, as well as magical charms such as stones, bracelets, and sometimes like dried insects or dried animals, which is considered to be a type of lucky charm or of the sort. And then here is a video of a tourist who goes to Sikihor during these healing festivals.
To dispel the rumors of witchcraft and sorcery on the Mystic Island, the locals took it into themselves to promote the healing festival.
Karon lang nagyatagan og highlight just to cover up sa amo ang bad image before nga land of witches and sorcery.
Sikihor's Healing Festival, which takes place during the Holy Week in Catholic faith, is the biggest attraction of the island. Local and tourists alike flock to where the locals call Mount Mandilaan for this festival of healing, where herbs, potions, and healing rituals are done for those who seek a different way of healing.
So if you are interested on seeing the full video, I do recommend that you watch the rest of it. It kind of just, encapsulates the healing festivals that happen at Sikihor. Oh. Sorry. And then so during the introduction of Catholicism or the Catholic churches would frown upon faith healing or witchcraft, as it was believed to be the devil's magic, or that the prayers or blessings aren't from God himself. And although scientifically herbal ingredients contain medicinal properties, many argue that the art of faith healing and potions are all a hoax, and some even disadvise people to rely on spiritual medicines, especially if the illness is serious or can be fatal. They advise them to seek real professional help from modern day medicine. However, as we mentioned numerous times in this semester, due to economic reasons, most Sikihodnons cannot afford or don't have access to modern day medicine. So for families that are in poverty or live very far from a hospital, faith and religion might be their only source of hope. Today, although the art of faith healing is common and it's not so much frowned upon anymore, many people, again, from around the world travel to Sikihor to experience the magic and mystery in faith healing and its festivals. So whether or not if it's a real thing or if it's a hoax, the Sikihor Non's traditional practices and rituals bring communities together while keeping their cultural traditions alive. And so that concludes my presentation. Thank you guys for listening.